All righty, welcome everybody. Oh, I am so darn excited to share with you one of my friends and soul sisters, Jenni Park Brown. We're going to be talking all about the House of Preeminence magazine and Jenni's special guild. This is really, really exciting. So Jenni, thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to have a chat with you and just to kind of, share, especially during these times, why is it so important that women who have it on their heart to be a change maker and get their message out and get their voice out and also be well paid in the process? Why is it so important for us to do this now? This is so important to me. And yet I see so many people that are like, not taking action or waiting. And I'm like, no, the time is now. Get your message out now. So welcome. Will you share with us a little bit about, your passion? And, I know alignment is your thing. So can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I love being here with you, love having you in the magazine, definitely on the same page. Yes, there's a sense of urgency. There is such a sense of urgency. I'm sure we've all had this impression that time seems to be accelerating and the years seem to keep going fast. I'm not sure whether that's an illusion or not. Nevertheless, these are complex, really complex, challenging times that we get challenged, whether it's something that's happening in the globe, whether it's climate, whether it's technology, whether it's market saturation. Maybe it's that the market, that marketing changes, trends, and that does just like with dizzying speed. So we have got to be so on the ball, like never before, adaptable. I think Christine, like it's almost like, from one beginning of a year to the end of the year, things change so much that what you were doing last year or the year before almost doesn't seem relevant anymore. But of course, what does matter is that change makers are putting themselves out there, that they are aligned to attract clients, that they are aligned to attract abundance, that they are aligned with their highest mission. And we need every sister on board. We really, really do. So many change makers are aware that we're working together as a sisterhood now, even if we don't know the way. I created a platform specifically because I saw this coming years ago. I really, really did. But nevertheless, collaboration is the collaboration is the new marketing for a start.
Yeah, totally.
It really, really is. So the Guild and the House of Preeminence, everything about the House of Preeminence is built actually on collaboration and all the different ways that I collaborate with my influencers like you, with my clients, with guests, that they collaborate together. So it really is a platform for this new paradigm. Did that answer your question?
Yes, absolutely. And, this is really key because women together, we love and we thrive to be in community. And there has been so much out there that has been either very aggressive marketing or aggressive sales tactics, and that just hasn't felt aligned with being a wellness entrepreneur or a change maker or somebody who's out there to really want to make a difference in the world. And one of the things that's so important and that we see work so well is when we do come together in the spirit of collaboration instead of competition. When we do come together to help each other within this beautiful community and tribe of women who have got special messages and voices to get out there. And when we come together in this group in this way and we help lift each other up, everybody benefits from it. And we stop this old paradigm that there's only this one pie, and if somebody takes a bigger piece of the pie, that means that there's less for everybody, right? It's such a myth, and it is such an old masculine paradigm that you've got to fight for everything that you get, and if someone has something that you want, you can't have it, and it's just BS. And I like to look at things, and I know you like to look at things this way too. There's no pie. There's a whole bakery. There's enough for everybody. And when we step into that place, that actually creates more and more and more abundance for every single person. And I think it's so refreshing to know that not only is it possible, but it works.
It does work, and I love that expression. There's not just pie. There's a bakery for everyone. There are enough clients. There is enough abundance. There really is. And it's something that I really have a foundation of that. You know, one of my other contributors in the magazine, Karen, who's a conscious wealth coach, she sends me clients. I send her clients. Sometimes we actually a lot of the time we joke. We joke a lot, and I sent her clients, and they have a call with her, and then they come back and they know I'm going to work with Jenni first, and then I'll come back, and it's almost like the clients bounce between us, which is beautiful. Now, why is that so beautiful? Is because we've got complementary skills. We've got complementary methods, even with a methodology that is unique. I don't cover everything. You cover a lot, but you don't cover everything.
No, it's impossible for us to cover everything.
It's impossible. And that I think when we stay in our, you know, what you know as the Trinity Code, and this really unique gift that we have to bring to the world, the clients will seek us out anyway, and we don't have to make out that we've got this covered and we've got that bit covered and you know, and the other bit covered. It's just not possible. So even with identifying and communicating our uniqueness really powerfully is a client attraction tool in itself.
Yeah.
Because the right people will come, the right people will be attracted, and it's so reassuring. It's reassuring, that we are in this sisterhood, and that we have got each other's backs, and we actually genuinely care as well. We really care. Oh no, I care that you thrive. You keep growing your stature. You care that House of Preeminence grows, and you know, and we're doing this together, which is more of a human scale than I think it's been for a really long time. And I'm sure that is one of the things that women have got to bring to this. You know, as you said, we are community orientated. We naturally are altruistic. We love helping, even each other. I mean, especially each other. We love helping. And it really does, the abundance really does. I think this is all part of alignment, Chris, and so I was going back to Karen with these clients that I bounced over to her, and she left me a message, and she said, "You're blowing me out." She said, "I get this one, that one," and they all say, "Oh, I'm going to work with Jenni first." And she said, "You're blowing me out," but not for 1 second did she mean that with any animosity, only delight. Only absolute delight. And obviously, because they've done a certain part of, you know, work with me, I'm obviously going to say, okay, it's time to go back to Karen now and sort your money out. So there is no competition. This is really, truly enlightened collaboration with enlightened collaboration.
Oh, I love that word, enlightened collaboration. It's so true. One of the things that I call it is I love to play what I like to call the generosity game, because I know that the more I give, the more I support, the more I'm in the realm of there is a plenty for everybody that just continues to grow, right? And it's so interesting to see that when we're really in that realm, things come to us in ways that we couldn't even possibly see, because we are willing to be in generosity. We are willing to share. We are willing to support. We are willing to encourage. We are willing to lift up. And we all also want to feel a part of something, right? Especially with so many of us that are solo entrepreneurs. You know, we might have a VA or an OBM or, you know, somebody small that's helping us, but being in community, being in the room with other women that are also building and growing and have the same mindset that is in this abundance place and in this generosity and in this aligned collaboration is so refreshing. And it does feel good to be part of something like that. It feels great because you know that you're not your own, on your own. And, I don't know about you, but that is refreshing and supportive for me to know if I have a question, there's somebody there that's got the answer. It's like the answer is in the room when you get in the room of community.
Yeah, totally. And that in itself is an attractor of abundance, because, when you give from a place of having, the universe responds. You give from a place of having, the universe says, yes, you have, therefore I'll give you more.
Yep.
So even that is an energetic and alignment principle of giving from a place of having, not thinking, oh, well, I really should charge for this, or, oh gosh, I've given far too much away, and all of that is, you're absolutely right. The more we give, the more that we give some of our best stuff, some of our best stuff, the more people want to come and work with you.
Sure.
So yeah, they do.
Yeah. Well, it's so interesting that you said that, because we just had this conversation inside of my Activate Abundance program yesterday. And they were like, how much do I tell? Like, how much do I share? And I said exactly that. Give your best stuff. Give your best stuff. Like, remember, information does not necessarily equal transformation, right? There's no, unless somebody actually does something and knows how to like implement the pieces, it's going to be hard for somebody to just get it on their own. But when you give information and you help people create some quick wins, then people want more. And if you're giving it away for, free, and I'm not saying that we're undercharging, and I'm not saying we're giving away our programs for free, but I'm saying, look, we get to show up and we get to share and we get to support and we get to help. And then we can also invite somebody to take that natural next step. But if we're not giving away our best stuff, then they're not having a true experience of what's possible on the other side by actually working with you in one of your programs or offers.
Beautiful. I like that. That's a mic drop moment. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's
Tell
really
us about the Guild, because I want people to hear more about the Guild and being able to come into this community that you've got. It's a beautiful community. Every single woman that I've met in there has been amazing. It's supportive. I really want people to know a little bit more and how they can actually join us on the inside.
So the original idea for the Guild, Chris, was having the community side of preeminence. However, it's morphed. I talked about morphing and changing and adapting. It's morphed really quickly, even since the end of the year. It's so interesting the way that it is evolving. And the idea was that women could come and work with me on the 9 graces. And the 9 graces of preeminence are the kind of foundational philosophy, principle, marketing blueprint, everything, or kind of feminine high performance blueprint that are all the way through the magazine in every single issue. And it's all of that is completely free. But as you say, information is not transformation. So I wanted to create an environment, really a special, safe, beautiful environment where ladies could come in and experiment with the graces and explore the graces. And because the graces are energy, they are strategy and energy, they are ways of being and ways of doing, they are part of the new paradigm way of showing up in marketing and in business. It's a new paradigm way, and it is totally feminine. It is cyclical in nature. It's got the word grace in, for goodness sake, and these graces, I'll just run through them very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Excellence, when we set our aspirations and throw our hearts over the bars with our dreams and our goals. Distinction is when we become really accomplished in our unique gifts. It also means standing out, and and standing out, we all know how important that is. Then there is renown, and that's based on know, like, and trust. Well, we've just been talking about that, how vital know, like, and trust is. You don't have to be famous, don't have to spend a fortune on PR and all that stuff. But you do need a community in which you are known, liked, and trusted. After that comes peerlessness, when you start to really hone into your unique gifts, and you have the confidence in these gifts and in your unique expression of your soul to show up as your highest self all the time. You're not under a role of being a coach of something, or or a healer of something. You just show up as like quintessentially you. So that is peerless. Then there is prestige, which is what happens when through all of these steps, when you start to get out there and share your gifts in this way, consistently standing out, got all these parts in order, and money is the natural byproduct. Money is the natural result of that. So that's prestige. Then we've got transcendence, when we continue to grow, we continue to get over our own BS, and the more sure this on and our audience do, on the entrepreneurial path, the more we grow, that's it. And the more there is to transcend, and the more there is to, oh yes, oh, and this too, oh yes, and this too, and this too. It is such a spiritual growth path. So there is that transcendence of getting over all your limiting beliefs, all the BS that kept you back in the past. And then what you start to do naturally is be a leader. You've actually stepped into your leadership. You don't need a role, you don't need a title, but naturally you are leading other women, you're leading by example, you're leading your clients, you're leading your community, you become a leader. So that is leadership. Then, of course, there is you just got to keep going, find whatever it takes to just keep going and just keep going and just keep going. And that's not about effort and struggle and hustle. That's about persistence and focus and flow and all these beautiful new tools that we have. It is about being able to, get stuff done as well. And then finally, there is renewal. Did I miss any out? I'm not sure. I sometimes miss one out. So, and then there is renewal, where we just, especially as women, we need to stop, rest, recuperate, go within, withdraw, and until the fire of the desire and the and the excellence comes right back to us. So we tend to flow around these even in a day. So these principles, the ladies in the guild, they practice these, and they have become the foundation for their businesses. They know which grace they're in at any time, or they check themselves on a daily basis and they go, okay, I know renewal, just like weekend of renewal, that's it, I'm out. Yeah. Or they're about to do a new course, and they get a new course out there, and they get into the excellence and the renown vibe, and then they're going for it. But having the awareness of these graces is just such a beautiful support to their businesses. So that's one part of the guild. The other part is that they get to have training from all of my executive contributors, like yourself. Once a month there is a training from my executives, so they get to meet my influencers. Mm-hmm. There's nowhere else that can happen but in the guild. This is dream come true stuff. It is the last one we had. They were able to, Marsha, who is a legend of transformation for 40 years, came in and she did a beautiful training on speaking and communication, and the girls are just blown away at the caliber of the training that they can have with my influencers. And then there is this new part that because I've been watching them, and this is my part in this collaboration here, is I'm watching my ladies, and seeing what they need,
Mhm.
seeing what they need, and always thinking, how can I with my platform, with the Preeminence platform, how can I provide something that will really, really help them be special? So I've got a new magazine coming out, which is going to feature the guild members, and nobody else has done this before. Is actually, you make a magazine for your clients to
Mhm.
be a part of, to be in and get their work out there. And you know what, Chris, that sits so well with me. That's part of the new paradigm. We love influencers, we love the caliber of interviews and and everything, but these ladies, as you said, you've met a lot of them, they've got some really valuable wisdom and to share, and they're just gorgeous, and they deserve to be showcased.
Yes.
So that is a new part of the guild, and there's lots of other things happening as well. We're talking about doing an event together, pure collaboration, again coming back to that idea of enlightened collaboration and exploring how we can work together. No hierarchy, no sort of, well, I'm the boss here, I'm the boss and you're the clients. There's no hierarchy. Even with my clients, it's a love fest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Well, and I think that it's so refreshing because it is great to learn from people who have so-called made it, right? That have had success and that can show people the path. And it's also great to learn from people that are in it and who are also, maybe they haven't gotten the visibility yet, but they're real people. I mean, we're all real people. We're all just, doing our thing. And I think that is so important to be able to see real life examples of people that are implementing what is being taught and having results and moving through it. And, so often I just see women that are not taking, even if it's just that next step, because they feel like either it needs to be perfect or they're waiting for the right time or getting another certification or whatever. And when you're in a community like this, you actually see that everybody has self-doubt. Everybody has this, I'm a little nervous about this, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I'm going to take that next step anyways. And they come through on the other side. And that's so exciting and inspiring and encouraging on multiple levels, because then you truly believe that it's possible.
Yes, and even just having, as you said, other sisters around you who are going through they're going through exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
One month somebody will have a 10K month, and another month somebody will separate from their their lifelong partner, and there's no, again, no judgment, no hierarchy. They flow together, they help each other, they podcast together, they co-create, they're scheming all sorts of things. I don't even know.
I know, right?
They even have their own call now once a month without me, just to socialize, to be together, and not necessarily be talking about business, but just because they care about each other.
Yeah.
And again, this is such a fundamental part of what we need now is genuine care.
Mhm. Yeah.
Otherwise it's a big lonely world out there.
It is. It really is. This place of knowing that you belong somewhere is so, I mean, that is really what many people are craving now, is a sense of belonging. And when you, as, a woman who is also in sisterhood and also building and growing a business, it's so important to have people that are cheering you on. It just is. We all need that. I need it. That's why I'm in communities where I've got other people and I get in the room. Some of them are further down the freeway than I am. Some of them are not. And it doesn't matter because we're all there to encourage and support each other. And that's when opportunities come in. Tracy, just had me on her radio show. And I was like, oh, how fun is this? Like, it's just that these beautiful things come in to support you. And I get to now support her radio show. And she gets to, get my message and my voice out in places in the UK that I had no idea, was even possible. So there really is this exponential growth that happens in community. that is so much more powerful than us just trying to hustle and grind and do it on our own.
Oh no, that's past history now.
Yeah.
It really is, and we need this for to keep our vibration high. Just because as we said, it's a big lonely world out there. We've got no idea what the globe is going to throw at us next.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so true.
It's like, okay, hold tight.
Yeah.
but when you're, as you said, you belong. This belonging is you're absolutely right, is really key, and have it. You can rely on it. You really can. People don't. They don't. In this kind of community, they care, and they'll be there. They really will. In fact, you notice if somebody hasn't checked in for a while, then they'll go after them and see, you know, I haven't seen you for a bit. Is everything okay? Is I mean, love, like.
Yes, true caring. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I think that years ago when, you know, we did live in tribes, there was that caring, there was that community, there was that support, right? And I don't know about you, but when I was raising my little ones, I felt on my own. And, you know, one of the things that got me through was being in community of other moms who were raising their children, and ways that we could even like just get together for a cup of coffee or get the kids together for a play day and be part of this extended family that is there to cheer you on and encourage you and listen, and also just help you take that next step in whatever direction you need to go, with knowing that somebody's got your back.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And I'm still friends with those women today, which is amazing. I don't think that I would have enjoyed that part of my life as much if, you know, again, just trying to figure it out on my own. You know, my mom wasn't close by. I didn't have any, you know, brothers and sisters close by. So they became, you know, my extended family. And, you know, we see even, I don't know, you know, just on social media in general, you know, we see people who are connecting and collaborating in beautiful ways. And I just love that idea, because it takes the pressure off of you trying to do it all and be it all, and to put on this superwoman cape and trying to have it all perfect, and that's just not real. It's just
No,
not.
it isn't. We're not islands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whichever stage of the entrepreneurial journey we're on, even when, you know, even when you make it, as you said,
Yeah.
we're still human, you know. And
Yeah.
life happens, and things happen, and so it's yeah, never been more important. And I love that the guild just continues to evolve. I'm sure this time next year it will have morphed into something even better. But at the moment, the ladies are just loving it. They are thriving. They are growing their businesses because of it. And, you know, I'm not teaching them anything. I'm holding the space for them, because, you know, that's my role. That's part of my role, is to hold the space for greatness, you know, and catalyze greatness. I know how to catalyze greatness. Yeah. So if you come into that environment, you can't fail not to be great. Yeah. That's so beautiful. So how can they get more information, Jenni? We'll definitely pop the link in the comments here. But for those of you that are listening now that want more information about the Guild, and definitely go check out this amazingly beautiful, stunning magazine. And, you know, Jenni, you've pulled together some amazing women on that too. We've got Kendall Summerhawk, Gina DeVee's been on it, Sarah Cannell's been there. We've got Nyan, I believe, did I say the name right? She amazing. I get to be in it and share a little bit of, you know, my philosophy every month. It's just beautiful to look at. It's just so feminine and powerful. Thank you. Well, there are well over 60 interviews and you know, it's not even just trainings, but interviews, they are trainings and masterclasses with some of the best loved names and influencers out there in the visionary space. I'm saying this is the visionary women's space, and a few men as well. And so I will send a link. I'll give a link for the magazine and the guild. One thing about the guild, this is really, really interesting. The guild is by application, and the application is to write yourself a manifesto using the 9 graces. So you write your 1-year vision for your business according to these 9 graces that I outlined earlier on, and then I've got a beautiful PDF to download free, and you can learn more in depth about what they really mean, and then write your kind of 1-year vision according to the 9 graces and submit that. You know, it's amazing, Chris. Some women don't get past that stage. They love the idea. They DM me and go, how can I be a part of this? I want to be it. You know, they even send me, you know, a request to get in the group. And I'm said, the manifesto first. And that is so telling, because I know you'll love this. If you can't get women to really articulate the clearest, highest vision of their life and business, then it isn't going to happen. Yeah. And it doesn't matter what scale it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a part of your business where you are getting started and you just want regular income. It doesn't matter whether you are aiming for you know, for a 6-figure income. Whatever your vision is, it belongs to you. But so the manifesto it's like a promise to yourself. This is what's so beautiful about it, is you are promising yourself, or it's like a written vision board. It's like, okay, this is the way I really want to show up in distinction. This is the way I really want to show up peerless. This is the way I really want to show up in my endurance. This is the way I want to show up in my leadership. So they get to articulate a complete vision of their business that isn't just about money. It is about this beautiful, you know, 9 principled blueprint, and send that to me by email. That's the first step. And again, some people never get past that.
I love that. And you know what, it really is important. And recently I heard such a good example that I want to share with people around that. It's like you go into a restaurant and you sit down and the waiter comes to take your order and you're like, I just want food. Well, they don't know what to bring you, right? Like, well, what kind of food do you want? This really allows you to say, okay, this is what I want it to look like. Like, what kind of food do I want? Do I want to start with a salad? Do I want to have the chicken parmesan? Do I want to have the pasta? Like, you get to decide and choose. And until you choose, it's kind of like you're just kind of in limbo, just thinking that this is a good idea. So this first step is incredibly powerful.
It is. And then once they send me the manifesto, then it's still at a beta rate of $37 a month. So it's a complete no brainer. I know.
That's it? Oh my God, I had no idea it was only $37 a month. Holy cow.
No, it's $37 a month. And I said right from the beginning, I'm going to keep this in beta stage at $37 a month for as long as I watch and develop and see how it's going to shift. So, you know, I've got a lot of the guild ladies working with me privately, but nevertheless, it is an absolute no-brainer. But the thing is that they have to have this vision for themselves, as you just said, not just want food. Is to say, okay, what does my leadership look like? What does my renewal look like? You know, is it a massage once a month? Is it a massage once a week? What does it look like? The universe will, like the cook, will bring you what you ask for.
Yes.
And there's no, I've got all sorts of entrepreneurs in there, women entrepreneurs. They've got different skills, Pilates teacher, Tracy's doing, she's coaching. There's lots of different sorts of coaches, one EFT. There's an artist. We've got an artist who's about creating art to empower women. So it's really across the board. So it's open. The Guild's open.
Amazing. So we're going to drop the link here for the application so that you can do your manifesto, join us inside of the Guild, be a part of this community that is here to lift each other up. We'll also drop the link in the chat for the magazine as well. You can get your free copy. Definitely do that. I don't know how long Jenni is going to be as generous to offer this amazing magazine for free, but right now it's for free. So definitely grab that. And Jenni, is there anything else you want to share about the Guild that you want our people to know?
Well, there's one thing I've missed apart from this new magazine is that the Guild members are showcased in every single issue, and going back to know, like, and trust, and the power of association. When you associate with the platform, people associate the platform with you, and you know that is worth gold. Chris, you know that's worth gold. Is the ladies can put the House of Preeminence gold logo on their website. So a couple of them have got it on their banners on Facebook. They're proud. So yeah, lots of other benefits, lots and lots of bonuses.
I need to go grab that. I totally forgot. Yes, awesome. Jenni, thank you so much for chatting with me today. This is so fun. How else can people get in touch with you? So we know we're going to pop the links down below in the chat, but how else can people reach you? How can they find you?
I love being emailed. So it's Jenni with an I, Jenni at jenni-p.com. Jenni at jenni-p.com. I love it when people hit reply, when they write to me. I love it.
And you get back so quickly. I know you and I have been like back and forth in email, and yeah, you really do get back. So thank you. All right, everybody. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. Go check it out. Go to the links, join the Guild, get the magazine, and we will see you there, and we will be cheering you on as well. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.